I was wounded. We're on a dismounted patrol out in farm country, Helmand Province, Afghanistan. Stepped on an IED. I was conscious until they loaded me on the helicopter, and I woke up, I think, a day later.
I received a phone call, and I knew right away because it was a Virginia number, and you kind of know. Sorry. He had stepped on an IED and that he had lost his legs, and all I could think of was that he loves to run, and I just couldn't, I was devastated. So my main concern was that he was okay mentally, because I knew that physically he could heal and we could get through all of that and it would just be work to do. But I was really concerned about his spirit, that his spirit had been broken. So once I saw his face and how calm he was and that everything was okay, and I just went in and leaned over on him, and I knew everything was going to be okay at that point.
I could read the story on her face too. I could tell that she'd been upset, and I could see how relieved. I could tell how upset she had been just by seeing how relieved she was, and that made me feel even better knowing how relieved she was and that she was okay. And I think we both knew that we were all going to be okay. So right now we're living outside of Memphis. It's a 3-bedroom apartment, first floor. Getting around inside the apartment with furniture in it, the doorways. The whole thing is carpet. You can imagine the situation that little 2- and 4-year-olds can get into, and having all kinds of obstacles in the way, being able to navigate or push myself quickly across carpet is not happening. The kitchen in particular, I've got to get in the oven, for example, I've got to extend myself over the wheelchair to reach in the oven and pull stuff out. Getting into the shower, I have to climb over the toilet, balance on the edge of the bathtub.
I definitely will have been known to knock on the door and say, "Everything okay?" just to make sure. There's definitely a different awareness of how he's doing. I do have concerns. A new home from Homes for Our Troops would afford us a flat surface, which is so much easier for him to get around. He has so much more room to maneuver around our young children, and also around our furniture and around the kitchen.
Just having a bigger kitchen and be able to reach things, be able to access the functional aspects of the kitchen, like the stove and the countertop. And
he can roll into the shower into a stable bench that's built in. He has all the controls right there. He's not going to accidentally scald himself, for example. He can roll right under the sink and get close to the mirror to see what he's doing.
In a house like that, I wouldn't have to worry about not being able to reach the boys if there was some kind of critical incident. They were getting into something, there was suddenly a dangerous situation. I could get to them more effectively, or mitigate that, or be more proactive about it.
There are activities that I've had to take on as a wife that I didn't have to do before. And I have no problem doing my share at all, but it would definitely be a lot easier if he could take care of things like getting at a furnace, getting to the water heater, getting to appliances, and being able to assess and repair and just take care of a home. And I think not only would it be easier for me, as I'm not interested in doing those things, but it would also provide a huge source of independence for him to be able to take care of and provide for his family in that way.
This is the biggest opportunity I've ever been given to be able to pay it forward, to be able to help out other veterans who are coming out of the military or who are wounded. Not having the financial burden of a mortgage and all that, it's a huge boost in that direction. I can go straight from having to worry about myself from 10 years and kind of helping people to straight to giving it back to other people.
Helping wounded veterans find a place that they can live comfortably and have a home that helps them move forward with their lives and not just kind of live static. We were definitely pleased to see an organization that cared for us like that.